Hey guys, I am back with my next live show prep slash live show tutorials. This is a little bit of both, so I'm going to consider it as both. Today is kind of going to be going over repairing models that might have had some damage. And my prime example is this guy right here. When I bought him at the store, he didn't stand. He doesn't stand at all. This leg is a little bit too long, so he doesn't stand. And so I tried to fix it by sticking it in boiling water. And I don't know if you can see that, but you see how it's a little bit clouded right there? I already repaired this part right here, so it blends. See, it doesn't look clouded over here. But then you go on this side and, oh no, it's completely clouded up. So, today I'm kind of going to be going over how to repair something like that. This can also be used for rubs and minor scratches. I wouldn't recommend it on very, very large areas, but it does work. And also, just a warning, don't use it on glossy models, and I probably wouldn't recommend semi-gloss either. It works the best on matte models, although it could possibly work on semi-gloss models if you skip the last step. Alright, so let me go over kind of the materials you're going to need. Okay, so first, get a black, well, depending on what color you want, it's easiest on a black part of the horse. So you're going to get a matching color of colored pencil. I would recommend Crayola. Prismacolor is too soft. It blends a little too easily, so it can smudge, and it's a little too, I don't know, kind of greasy and oily. And then don't use Rose Art either, because it's not soft enough. Crayola, I have found, is the absolute best for this. And Crayola's cheap versus Prismacolor's $1 per pencil. And then you'll need pastels. Just get some earth set, although the main colors you're going to want are black and a couple shades of brown and maybe a yellow, depending on the color of horse you're trying to cover. And then, get out. You are going to want your brush for your pastels. Alright, let me start. Now, as you can tell, I already went over this part right here with colored pencils. I just kind of lightly colored it in. Let's see if I can do this. It's hard with the angle of the camera, but I'm just coloring it in, going nice and smooth. Don't go in a million different directions. Like, don't start coloring this way and then this way. It'll show up, trust me. It will show up. Alright, now we're done covering that with our colored pencils. You see how it's nice and smooth now? It blends in with the original finish paint job. It looks so much better. But the one thing about it is it looks very shiny, because colored pencils are a little, I don't know, kind of oily, so they do end up being a little bit shiny. So, how do you fix the shininess so it doesn't look like you have a giant shiny mark on the horse? Well, that's where your pastels come in. So take your pack of pastels, and since I'm fixing a black part on the horse, I'm going to open it up, and there, that last one, that is my black pastel. Just kind of run your pastel brush over it, kind of load it up with a bit of black. You don't need too much. And then just lightly go over those spots that you fixed up. It won't make it perfect, but it will cover up the shininess a little bit. It's very, very nice looking. Now be warned, this does get pastel dust everywhere, And don't breathe in pastel dust. It's not really good for you. Definitely kind of bad for your health, so just keep that in mind when you're pasteling. Alright, there we go. Check that out. He looks good as new now. He looks like he has his original finished paint job back. He doesn't have his big clouded leg. So now I can show him and see how he does. Of course, the only issue, he still doesn't stand. When I tried to fix his leg, I didn't end up fixing it. So he still doesn't stand. So your question might be, well, how can I fix that? Alright, well, if you don't want to use the boiling water method or putting a heat gun to him, which I wouldn't blame you, I'd be scared I would warp his leg more. What you can do, take some dental wax. This is the stuff they give you when you get braces. This stuff works wonders for letting your model horses stand. Alright, so what you want to do, you want to take a little piece off, kind of roll it into a ball. This stuff is really good because it is kind of clear. Now, of course, you will still see it, but it won't be as visible as like the blue sticky tack. And you won't get docked points for having this wax, by the way, because they know it just helps your horse stand. So what you want to do, take it, put it on whatever hoof you want it to be on. I want it to be on this side, because this is the direction he falls, so I'll put it right there. Put it on that hoof, and there we go. Stay, stay, stay. And there we go. It just kind of helps him stand a little bit. Again, it's not perfect, but he does stand straighter. I don't have to hold my hand in front of him scared he's gonna fall. So, kind of killed two birds with one stone in that. Oh dear. Fixed his leg so it looks pretty again, and I fixed him so he can stand again. So those are kind of some good ways to fix things if you start to notice stuff. So there is that for you guys. I hope that helped. It was kind of a basic one, and again, not perfect, but it does work, and now I can show this guy again. I can show him now that he can stand, and he has his leg fixed. So lots of good stuff going on there. And oh my, I'm starting to ramble. Alright, anyways, that is that video for you guys. So I will see you later.